Okay, we all experience DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness, after you exercise, you run, or you do an activity. Maybe there's a part of your body that starts just aching. Most of the times it's the places that you're weak, like your low back because your core is weak, or maybe you overloaded your quads doing an activity, or maybe you hurt your shoulder. But today I'm talking about a muscle that maybe you don't even really know what the name is. So the other day, I'm gonna tell you a little story first, and then I'm gonna get to that muscle, okay? So you gotta watch to find out this very, very important muscle, and it's super easy fix, okay? How to relieve that pain in that muscle, okay? So first story is, I'm a mom, I'm almost 42, and every week I try to keep at my level where I sprint every single week. So I go to the track, I go and I do my 10 100-meter sprints, okay? So I do a warm up and I do all my stuff. I actually roll, I prep my body before I go out. I usually roll my quads and my hip flexors, my calves a little bit, just to prepare myself to remove muscle inhibition, get the blood flow going, and that's what I do at home, and then I'm outside and I'm running, okay? Some days it's not pretty. Some days I don't want to be there. I actually don't like to run, but I do know the benefits of sprinting and how it changes your body composition. And if I can't be at that level, I know that I'm going to be aging really, really fast, and I'm not going to be as lean as I'd like. So not everyone can sprint, but if you do your running, that's amazing. I just want to share with you the muscle that I felt 2 days later. Okay, so here's what I did last night because I was having pain in my lower legs. So my tibialis anterior, this is the muscle right here. It's called the tibialis anterior. You also have your peroneals along the side here, and it is an important muscle that we do dorsiflexion and flexion. And sometimes if we are a female and we're wearing heels all the time, you're overusing this muscle, and maybe it's weak. There's a lot of people doing a lot of these exercises to strengthen this muscle, but quite frankly, I don't have time to do that. So today I was feeling some muscle pain. So last night I was watching a movie and I pulled out my travel roller, and this is exactly what I did. So the whole point is to create more oxygen and blood flow to that area so that your body can naturally heal and repair itself. So basically, all you have to do is position yourself on the side like this, and you're using their travel roller, and you're running not on the bone, okay, but the muscle on the side, right here, this big one right here. Now, all I did was I go side to side. So still using the shearing because the travel roller is really firm. Just putting your other body and leg on top creates enough pressure. Now you can put your hand here to create even more pressure, force down. Okay, and all you have to do is rock side to side like this, and you will feel this bandy tight muscle in here. And for some people, it's really, really dense. Now, I will tell you the story of when I first discovered this muscle. I was in my 20s. I was in university at University of Western Kinesiology, and this is when I first had muscle overload and injury, and this was the muscle that I had a problem with. So there's a thing called compartment syndrome where you can get a real huge buildup of pressure and lack of oxygen in this area that I avoided this. I went to a clinic, I got it checked out by a doctor. They said we might have to do surgery. I actually had a friend who did the surgery, and they had a scar all the way down their leg. So they removed, and she's got permanent scars all in her legs, but I didn't do that. So I was actually training to be on the University of Western track and field team. So I was actually a javelin thrower, and I won all Ontario, Southern Ontario javelin throwing in my last year of high school, and I really wanted to do that, but running wasn't my thing. So I started running and I overloaded this area of my body, and I ended up, I'm like, I can't do this anymore, and I actually had to quit. So it was really sad because of muscle aches and pains. I couldn't continue my athletic careers because I just had so much overload and so much dysfunction, which was before travel roller existed in kinesiology. We didn't talk about myofascial release. We didn't talk about foam rolling. There was not this recovery component that I'm sure there is right now. So I had to create it because I was so broken. And the tibialis anterior is one of those areas that I had to put a lot of time in. So what I would love you guys to do, all you have to do is you're watching a movie, you're on your phone, take out your travel roller and just go in this motion here. And it does take some time. This area needs maybe 15 minutes per side, to be honest. Okay, reposition it down. Okay, we're rocking side to side and like this, okay? So if you want to do a quicker, more advanced, and more painful version of this, what you do is you go in this position, okay? So we've got the 4-point position again, and you're rotating your hip to the outside like this, and you're just going back and forth. Now, here's where it gets fun, where you pause and you hold, and you breathe, and you twist, okay? So this is a great way, or again, we're not on the shin bone, we are on the side, rotating slightly to the outer side. And if you want to even have more pressure, here's where you get more advanced. Oh yeah, you put a lot of pressure in here. Woo, yeah. You guys will feel that. And you can even add in a pigeon stretch in here. So I'm going to be incorporating a little bit more tibialis, anterior myofascial release into my routine. Since all of a sudden I had pain, it means that I am so behind in my recovery that my body is saying, hey, you have not worked me in so long because I've been working on other body parts. All right, so just a lesson for you guys, okay? This is a continuous process of recovery and myofascial release. You don't just do it one time and think you're okay, okay? You are fighting, we are all fighting time, we are fighting aging, okay? And we are trying to perform at a higher level. Like I'm trying to get to the track, and I know that as I age, I am gonna have more aches and pains. So I actually have to be more diligent than I was in my 30s because I have to recover better, and I have to recover in a high performance way, okay? So this myofascial release in here, remember I did that video of the foot and I had a great length change in my hamstrings. If you haven't watched that video, there's so many videos in here about fascia and myofascial release. You guys need to check them out. Okay, so I'm making changes here. Remember, this is actually attached to the lateral fascial lines. So just because I'm doing this, I'm affecting this whole chain in here, even though I'm just creating one length change in here, and I'm creating more oxygen, more blood flow. I'm rearranging that fascia, that scar tissue that I created from overload. And even if you weren't an athlete, just by sitting around, even driving a car, pressing on the brake, the gas like this over and over years, you actually are overusing this part of your lower leg. And you would be amazed at how much energy you will feel just by doing this one exercise. I promise you, you'll get up front, but you have to use a travel roller, of course, because nothing else is firmer, nothing is grippy. You have to get on that, you guys. So go to travelroller.com and get yourself a travel roller, and I promise you, you will feel better energy and you'll create more shin angle, okay? So you'll create healthy mobility and good shin angle as you age, because as we age, we lose the ability to have mobility and shin angle and to put on our shoes, and we're not as flexible. So one of the first places that goes is calves, tibialis anterior, all in here. So it's all connected. There you go, guys. Tibialis anterior. Okay, if you have that buildup of like pain and it feels burning as you walk up a stairs or even walking around, then you may have this thing called compartment syndrome. You can look it up. There's lots of research on there. But from experience, I avoided surgery and compartment syndrome by using my travel roller. When I first invented the travel roller, I was on this baby in front of the TV watching movies, 15 minutes per tibialis anterior, half an hour here, okay, get it done. Okay, you can actually rotate in the calves as well. And remember, connecting everything. We are even pressing on our fascia that connects to our meridian and energy system. So we're doing so much more than you even know, all because I just had a little bit of DOMS coming back from the track. So I hope that helps you guys. I love working the whole body, all different muscle groups. Tonight, I think I'm gonna work on my shoulders. So I worked a lot of my quads, and then really that's what it's about. Pick a different body part that you feel like it's tight and spend some time there. There's nothing that will replace your own body weight and compression. So if you think that you're gonna just do a massage gun on there, there is something scientific and physiological about the fascial change of the sliding surfaces. You gotta get those sliding surfaces to slide. Even just me going like this, like that, that is massive change. It's not about repeated compression, okay? You gotta get those sliding surfaces to slide and get that blood flow in there. You guys will feel so much better after you try this move. I hope you try it. Let me know what you think, and like and subscribe to this channel. If you haven't seen some of the other videos, check out some more. I'm gonna be posting more content. If you guys have any questions, I will do my best to answer. And you know, usually when I post stuff, it's always because it comes from experience. I suffered from this, and this is what I did. I am not a doctor, but you go take your travel roller to your physio, your therapist, and say, can you show me how to use this for my specific injury? And they will do that, okay? Take your travel roller and say, I wanna learn how to do these moves, and you do be specific to your body. So if you have questions, ask your physiotherapist, your chiropractor, your sports doctor, your therapist. And if they can't answer that, go see someone with more knowledge, okay? To do myofascial release for your body. Okay guys, I'll see you next time.